We have breaking news on gold, my friends. I'll get into it in a minute. We don't have that much news on silver. I just got a silver story I'd like to share with you all in the video as well. We'll be talking about two things, but this is the breaking news on gold. Help me out with the thumbs up. That really helps get the videos out to more and more people. You want the giveaway to happen faster? We need 7,500 subscribers for that. We're about 151 subscribers away from that goal. Thumbs up gets to reach out to more and more people. Pinbacks has just announced to me they have their package on the way to me. I have no idea what's in the package. I'm going to be surprised. You guys are going to be surprised what's going to be in the package. Let's just get into the video right now. The breaking news on gold. Last night, in the December futures contract. We're not talking spot. We're talking December futures. Gold jumped to a record high of $3,534.10. Let me repeat that number again. $3,534.10. It's widened now from where it's at spot. Okay? President Trump wants to put tariffs on 1 kilo gold bars, 100 ounce gold bars. Well, you're going to say, well, I don't buy kilos. I don't buy 100 ounce gold bars. Right, most of us don't, right? What people don't realize is that's going to drive up the premiums on gold if these tariffs stick. According to Michael at Pinbacks, he's saying the same thing. They will, if they stick, that will drive the premiums up on your fractional, your 1 ounce gold that most people get. We don't know yet. I'm just not trying to cause panic till you go buy gold. This is what's in the news. People should be thankful that this is what I'm reporting the news ahead of time of when it's breaking. This is breaking news as of last night. I was trying to dissect what was going on with the December futures contract jumping up that much. Reuters came out and pretty much said in the short term, should not have any impact on retail prices because while the U.S. stockpiles are huge right now, demand remains very poor. If or when that changes, then longer term, new tariffs could mean a jump for U.S. refineries, transforming large 400 ounce bars into retail units. This is what Reuters is saying, my friends. This is what's in the news. So, where do we go? Okay, you guys know, you girls know, I'm not a gold stacker. This is also going to have an impact on silver prices too. Silver prices will rise with gold. Silver follows gold. I kept saying September is going to be a huge month for silver and gold. I think I'm right on point still. With this news coming out, if these tariffs stick, Houston, we have problems. Your gold will cost more. Your silver will cost more. Look, I don't know how much time we got left before prices rise. I don't know if this is going to take on effect. We're looking down the road. We have to, as wholesalers and retailers, we have to keep up on the news. We have to report the news to the public of what's going on. We don't know. This is not trying to get anybody to go buy silver and gold. This is what's in the news. So, is it going to happen? Are we going to see these tariffs get implanted into the system? That's yet to be seen right now. Okay? We know from past Trump's tariffs, he loves to kick the can down the road. So we can maybe hope it don't happen right off the bat. I don't know, my friends, this time. I don't know. I'll let you be the judge of this. But this is the breaking news right now. We got to look at the futures. We got to look at the futures market, what's going on. And the futures sometimes tell the whole story. Sometimes the futures don't tell the whole story. Sometimes the futures are wrong. We just don't know. But it's kind of like a $90 spread right now from December futures to spot gold right now. There's about $90 to $100 spread. Just keep this in mind as you're purchasing your, especially gold right now. Let's talk about gold right now. Check out channel sponsor Pinbacks. Get them before they're gone, my friends. They don't have many left of the half-ounce Britannia gold left. They still have a couple left. 10th ounce gold. They got a little bit left. Quarter ounce gold. They got an okay stock left. Let them know that Crazy Coin Shop Chris sent you. Check them out. These are random years fractional Britannia gold from Pinbacks. Prices have not increased yet. Check them out. If you're able to get some, you might want to pick up one or two if you're able to afford it. Put it away for a rainy day. That's all I can say. We know gold and silver are real money here. We know this. We know this is losing value every single day. We know prices are going up on food. Prices are going up on electricity. It's not looking good, my friends. We're paying more and getting less and less and less. So thank you, channel sponsor Pinbacks, for doing the right thing, keeping your prices low as you guys can, and helping me out with the channel with the news. Look, how many of the channels that work in the coin shop, that's me, I work in the coin shop, have a sponsor, it's so behind you, and going to tell you what's going on this side of the market as a online retailer dealer, and how many online dealers are you able to pick up the phone and talk to the owners themselves? I can't name one other one than that. This is why you gotta be subscribed to this channel. You're gonna get the latest breaking news as soon as I dig into what's really going on behind the scenes. I was trying to dig into it last night. Couldn't really find anything last night until this morning. Find out what's going on. Then Michael texts me from Pinbacks, tells me this too. Then so I had to ask him. He says breaking news with gold, something like that. And I asked him, are you talking about the tariffs that may be coming? He said yes. Then he added on to the 100-ounce bars. Then he explained that the premiums are going to go up if this sets in. So thank you again, Pinbacks, for sponsoring my channel, Coin Shop Chris. Thank you to you, the viewer, because it's not possible without you. Let's get into the silver story. Not a big story. It's a coin shop story. Had a guy come in this morning, and he buys a lot from us. All right, he buys a lot. And I've been trying to get him to get 40% silver halves for probably about 8 to 9, 10 months. And he was along the camp line with some viewers. That's fine. Everybody has the right to their own opinion. And he's been on the bandwagon saying, well, why should I get 40% silver? The smelters don't want them. Why are we even trying to smelt the stuff down? As I've said before, I could give a rat's behind if the smelters want them or not. So he said, I did a lot of thinking, Chris, of what you said about the dollar going kaputty, going bye-bye. I looked into it. He said, you're right. Look at the U.S. debt clock. Your dollar has, according to the U.S. debt clock, lost 96.23% since it was created since the Fed was created in 1913. Why has it lost that much value? Because the government keeps printing it. The government keeps inflating it away. Is there a little bit of corporate greed in there too with the corporations? Yeah, you can say that as well. But it's, the main thing is the government keeps printing, because they don't know how to stop printing. They don't know how to stop spending money. Look at all the money we waste to foreign countries. I'll leave it as that. We need silver. We need gold. So he comes in. And he says, I thought about what you said about the bartering system. And he says, you're right. He says, how often you spend $5? They're $5.68 when we sold them to him. $5.67, excuse me. They jumped up. $5.67 each. That was right at silver value, right at melt value. I try not to use the word melt value anymore on this channel, but there's so many new people. We're changing it on this channel to silver value. Means the same thing as melt value, because we're trying to stop the melt. He buys 400 of these today. Then he asked, he said, you got any war nickels? I said, I'm fresh out of war nickels right now. I can't keep war nickels in the shop. I get a little bit at a time. I sell them pretty much the same day. I just can't keep the war nickels in the shop, because we don't see a lot of them. People just don't bring us a lot of them. We see a lot of 40%ers come in, and our owner, as most of you folks know already, he loves them. He don't want to sell them, but he's got a big stack of them for himself. And we got some inventory on another off-site location for the shop, because he was buying them up like crazy, going through bankrolls like crazy, pulling all the 90% and 40% years ago. And people are starting to bring them in. And right now, we are selling them at silver value, and we're paying 50 cents behind silver value. That is what it is right now. We're over $5 threshold. When they were melting for, or silver value for around $4, we were selling for $5 because he didn't want to sell them. Our owner did not want to sell them. He said there will be a day that people will be after these 40% silver halves, and we're going to make a gold mine off of it. And in dollars, he says, I'm taking those dollars and putting it into other precious metals for himself. Some of it. All right, he still stacks at his age. 89. He's 89 years old. He's still stacking. He's still taking a percentage of his net profits and stacking himself. He says, I'll never give up stacking. I'll never. He says, I don't want the dollar. But you need dollars to run a business right now. That's what stinks about it. You need the dollars to run the business right now. And he says, I don't want dollars. He says, I don't like hanging on to this many dollars for the business, but he says we have to right now. So 400, my friends. He says, well, I want to get some more nickels. I says, all right, I'll take your name, take your phone number. When we get a good, if we see a big load come in, we will call you. So his name goes into the pot, the little card thing, and when we get him in, my friends, that's how we make connections. This is how important it is to build a relationship with your local coin shop. You know, I was watching another YouTuber last night. He had Andy Sheckman on, Silver Slater. And even Andy Sheckman said about building relationships with your local community. This is so important, because you never know where that relationship's going to go. This is why I've been telling you folks, build a local community in your own local community, at your butcher shop, at your ice cream parlors, at your hairdressers, your barber shops. Seeing if they're willing to take silver as payment. Look, I've said this over again. It does not have to be payment like that every single time. Okay? When the crap hits the fan, they will remember you By doing that, you might get a little extra when the crap hits the fan. Because you started the ball rolling. You were one of the first ones out there giving up a little bit of silver. And the whole transaction does not have to be done in silver. This could be a couple silver dimes, the rest on your debit card, just to get the people knowing it's you. And they're going to remember that. It's okay to give up a little bit now. You know, you got to plan for down the road. We don't know what's going to happen. You know, we don't know what's going to happen next. So with that being said, keep stacking, my friends. Keep trying to teach people in your local communities. Now, there's some people will say, and I get this too, well, I don't want people to know I got silver and gold. Well, if you pay in this, right? You pay in this, and people know you have cash then. What's the difference? This is where we're going to, my friends. This is where we're going to. We're going to the barter system eventually. Because this stable coin, and I really hope my viewers really look up what the stable coin is really going to do. How much control you're going to lose over your funds. You think Bitcoin's safe? You think these meme coins are safe? It's on a computer system. All they're going to say is stop payment. Hold funds. Push that magic button on at their end. Hold your funds. For whatever reason they decide to do that. Banks can do it too. People forget what actually happened in Canada when the truck drivers refused to take the jab during the cough. They shut down their bank accounts. For whatever reason, they got control, my friends. One thing they don't have control over is your physical silver and gold in your possession. Stablecoin can be shut down. They don't like what you say on social media. Don't like what you post on social media. You can get locked down. You can get locked out. That's where it's all about, my friends. I hope my viewers and subscribers really take a deep dive of what the stablecoin is going to do to your finances. Because you're not going to be able to save. And I got to be careful how I say this. You're not going to be able to save. Look at the prices now. Look at the prices on food. And this is why I think we're seeing a lot of people selling right now. I think that's one of the reasons why people are selling right now. They're trying to survive. They're trying to put food on the table. You got some people who came into this market because they watch a couple YouTube videos or get a little information on the internet and listening to somebody saying silver and gold is going to make you rich. And they don't know that's not going to happen. Okay? And they get into this thinking they're going to make a quick buck. And they're selling at maybe a little bit of a loss. Maybe they're breaking even on it. Well, what was that going to do? You would have done better of putting the money into a CD at that point. At least you got 4% back, but you got to count inflation to that. So where are you going to go with your money? You still have loss, but if you buy this and try to sell it in 6 months, you probably done okay, even with the premiums that we are right now. But I can tell you this, we all know this. Look at the year to date with silver and gold. Look at the percentage gain back in dollar terms. But You got to take out inflation. You got to take out of the inflation. You're still done all right. If you just hold these into your bank account, you've done terrible this year. You have done absolutely terrible. If you left this in the bank, making whatever interest rate you're making, even on a high-end yield savings account, you've done horrible over silver and gold. Platinum, copper even. You've done horrible if you stock it in the bank. All the metals, even the precious metals, copper, done very well this year so far. Platinum, your base metals most of your base metals have done very well. What is really going on behind the scenes, my friends? The only real money is silver and gold. This is a promissory backed by so-called government. Federal Reserve note. Really? We're trusting the dollar to be around forever? I've said this before and I'll say it again. All fiat currency goes to fiat heaven. Just because most of us who's watching this video live in the United States of America, it does not mean our currency can't get 100% eroded away. These people say, well, the government won't let you do that. Why in the heck are they using a stable coin then? They want control. Okay, they want control. You know, you remember that song that Anthony Arler put out? They want control. He's absolutely right. They want control. Listen to that song again. You're going to hear those words come out of his mouth. If you folks have any questions about me, about silver, gold, or platinum, reach out to me. I'm here to help you folks. I've gotten emails from you. I'm trying to get back as quick as I can get back to you all. Sometimes I can't get back right away. I try to get back as soon as I can. Keep the emails coming. If you would like to donate $1 or $2, there are two ways: a super thanks in any single video, or you can use my PayPal account, which the link is in every single description of each video, or it's in my main description. The actual link is in my main description page right there. But please do not donate me anything unless you can afford to do so. All my content is always free on this channel. You never will see me do a membership for special videos for members only. Nothing against that, anybody that does that. Yeah, I get emails from YouTube. Hey, Coin Shop Chris, you can make XYZ more if you do memberships. Why? This information should be free for everybody to watch. And that's the way I feel. That's the way I feel running the channel. This information trying to help you protect your money, not financial advice, but gain the money outside of the gosh darn system. That's what I try to do every day on this channel. Tell you what's going on. Give you the information, what I'm seeing coming. It don't always play out the way I see it. Like I said, nobody's perfect. Nobody has a crystal ball. But I am your boots on the ground. And I see a little bit more than the average person sees what's coming down the road. Thanks for watching. Crazy Coin Shop Chris is out. We will see you later.